I've also seen some misleading statements by the Secretary of State claiming that auditing one contest demonstrates that no votes were flipped, that every contest was decided correctly. That's just simply not true as a technical matter. Forgive me, I'm going to speak very bluntly. Time is short, and I just want to get the ideas across. If you want to have evidence-based elections and limit the risk of certifying wrong outcomes, you really can't rely on ballot marking devices for a substantial fraction of the votes. Earlier today, BMDs were referred to as fancy pencils. A better way to think of them as pencils with a mind of their own. They don't necessarily do what you ask them to do. Images aren't trustworthy either, and I'll spend a little bit of time talking about that. As I mentioned before, hand-marked paper ballots start trustworthy. That is, no electronic hacking can alter what the pen puts on the paper, but they don't remain trustworthy unless you keep the record safe, organized, and secure. And even though there are these sheets that are filled out in some precincts in Georgia, there doesn't seem to be any enforcement or consequences for not following them. And there's a lot of evidence that they're not followed, and that in fact, many Georgia counties don't have good control over even how many ballots they have. One of the problems with electronic equipment as it's used in Georgia and in many other places, I'm not intending to pick on Georgia, but we're talking about Georgia today, is the storage of equipment before Election Day. And in particular, equipment isn't consistently locked or surveilled. Equipment has sleepovers in places where it's later going to be deployed in precincts or voting centers. There's insider access. There's testimony in Georgia that ballot marking devices are not sealed daily during early voting. The seals that are used are easily defeated.